All right, so the immediate developments that Headlines Today's correspondents are tracking at this point of time in the next 30 odd minutes, we are expecting a press conference by the BJP state unit. Indications from the BJP camp, which Headlines Today has exclusively learned, suggest that the party, when invited, they haven't been invited yet because Najib Jung, the Lieutenant Governor, is not in the national capital, only coming in by the evening. Indications suggest that if the BJP is in fact given that invitation, they will decline. I'd like to cut across to our executive editor, Javed Ansari, in the studio with us for a larger perspective on what could be the ramifications of how this day has unfolded politically for Delhi. Javed, in the next 20 minutes, things will get clearer once that press conference takes place. But indications of what we are getting in from the BJP at this point of time go on to suggest that the BJP will outrightly decline that invitation, which goes on to the obvious questions: when are elections expected in Delhi?
Preeti, as things stand, everything points towards the direction of elections in Delhi, because now if the BJP is not willing to form a government, it's not willing to stake its claim, then the only option left before the Lieutenant Governor and the constitutional authorities is to dissolve the assembly and ask for new elections. When fresh elections will be held, we don't know exactly, but we can hazard a guess. It could probably be after December, sometime in January, because on December, November and December, elections to the state assemblies of Jharkhand and Jammu and Kashmir will be held. Counting will be held on the 23rd. Then comes the holiday season. So perhaps we are looking at elections sometime in January, but a final call on this will only be taken by the Election Commission of India.
All right, and if this assembly is dissolved, then technically those 3 seats which go in for by-elections, well, that election stand cancelled. Javed, one very quick question. At this point of time, the BJP should have been, going into these elections completely buoyed by what has happened in Maharashtra and Haryana. Why is it that there is a semblance that the BJP is being taken to elections kicking and screaming in Delhi?
Logically, if I were in the BJP's place, they have in Narendra Modi, arguably the most popular leader in the country. They are right now riding a wave of success. They've just done Maharashtra and Haryana, and therefore logically they should go in for election. I do not see why the BJP is hesitant. Perhaps the Aam Aadmi Party, perhaps the fear that the Aam Aadmi Party might not do as badly as they did in the Lok Sabha elections is weighing heavily on the minds of the BJP.
All right, appreciate you joining us. Javed Ansari, our executive editor, getting us the larger perspective on the hectic political developments taking place in the national capital. 20 minutes is when we are expecting that press conference from the BJP state unit, Delhi. Trust Headlines Today to get you all the reactions and developments there.